Arcade Perfect by Arse. Okay guys, welcome to another Arcade My Arse. Today's game is a rather familiar bat and ball game. It is Arkanoid. Now let's look at the arcade one. This game came out in 1986 and obviously it featured a little paddle to control the bat with one fire button. It was obviously a sort of follow-up to the original Breakout, which came out many moons ago. But yeah, the arcade one is really nice. It controls lovely with the mouse, which does a really good kind of imitation of the paddle. I've always wondered actually, I've got a couple of these Atari 2600 paddles. I've always wondered if they would actually work on a PC, so I'll need to give it a try. But it's one of these, it's a very simple game to play, and that's what I like about it. But as you can see there, it's bloody hard. Always notice every time you go to get a laser power up, you always seem to kind of in fact it's one of these kind of risk reward. You go for the you risk yourself to try and get a laser, and you always end up dying, or at least I do. You never want that one. That's the divide, which basically puts the ball into, I think it's 3, and it just speeds up stupidly as well. Oops a daisy. Right, let's put another coin in and have another go. I've only once actually had a proper or a shot of the actual arcade game. That was down in Blackpool 2 years ago, I think it was. And I've got to say, it controls really nice with the paddle. Obviously it's analog, so you've just got that kind of perfect feel to it. But I've got to say the mouse does a really good job as well. That's always a good one to get. The one little tip which I've kind of picked up through playing this game is pick up every single power thing, but you don't always use them because you get 1,000 points for each one. Don't know what happened to that. Seem to kind of pause slightly. Oh, here we go. Ah, bollocks. Oh, that's a good one. Get that quick out. Yes, there we go. Yeah, the different sort of power pills you get, you've got S, which slows the ball down. You've got L, which is the laser, which is a really good one, unless of course you've got unbreakable bricks, and it's totally pointless. C is called catch, because it basically catches the ball and it allows you to kind of place it where you want to fire it. Damn it. You've got B, which is break, which allows you to move on to the next level. You've got E, which expands it. You've got P, which gains an extra life, and you've got D, which splits into 3, which isn't a really good one. Ah, bollocks. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's take a look at the first version. Okay, right, this is the Commodore Amiga one. Now this was the version I played most, I was going to say as a kid, I played most back in the day. This is a beautiful version, it really is. Oops, daisy, it's quite sensitive, there we go, round one. It looks, the dog's bollocks, it looks, I would say, arcade perfect. Oh, I notice it's kinda going, the ball isn't moving quite as smooth as it could. I don't know whether that, bollocks, I don't know whether that's because I'm recording this at the same time as playing it. I'm not sure, but it normally moves silky smooth. I have noticed that doing the recording with some games, especially in MAME, it seems to kinda make it jerk a wee bit, which is a strange thing because I mean I've got a super powerful computer now, but yeah, the ball's not moving quite what it should. And you can see there it's just jumping a wee bit, but I can assure you the Amiga version is normally silky smooth. Come on, don't die now, quick, get the ball and shoot. There we go. Nope. I knew that was going to happen. You can stay up there all day. But it's a lovely game, this, it really is. And sadly it's a game that probably a lot of people have never played before. I think they did bring it out on the sort of tablets, or the, you know, the iPhone, whatever, but as we'll find out later on, a lot of the 8-bit versions you could only use a joystick, and it just doesn't control as well without. You really need an analog controller. Let's go in again. Yeah, the start of that is perfect, really nice. I remember seeing this game and thinking, whoa, I have got a machine capable of doing arcade perfect conversions. But to be fair, Arkanoid, I wouldn't see it as a particularly challenging game hardware wise. This is going to end in tears. Last life, I think, is it? Possibly. And when it speeds up, you've got no chance. Like that. Anyway, that is a Commodore Amiga one. Let's crack on. Okay, this is the Amstrad version. Now I couldn't get the joystick to work, so I'm having to use keys here, which will be extremely fiddly, and I'm sure I'll demonstrate just how you should never play a game like this with keys. Right, come on, start. Player 1. Come on. Right, okay, we're not getting the wee spaceship interlude thing. Quite a nice sound actually, for an Amstrad. Right, oh dear, right, keys, yeah. Sound is very, very authentic. Ooh, it seems to be kind of slowing up and then speeding up suddenly. And graphically it's nice enough, but then how hard are have little coloured squares. Now I'm actually doing surprisingly well considering I'm using keys here, but I'm just going to speak too soon obviously. Hey. What is that one there? I don't want to anyway. Ah, bollocks. Yeah, I mean, graphically, it ticks all the boxes. Yeah, it's certainly obviously let down the control, but that's not a failing in the actual hardware itself. This is going to end in tears. Oops, because obviously the ball's going to bounce off these guys. Oh. Did I get it? Yep. happened here? Did I die? Did I lose a life? I must have. One more life, I think. Or is it two? No, I've got one extra. And the last life. Can I get past this screen? Unlikely, I think. Bollocks. Anyway, that is the Amstrad CPC 464. Let's batter on. Right, okay, this is the Apple II version. I was quite surprised when I actually saw this. Anyway, it does look really, really nice. Oh yes. Listen to that sound, that is nice. That is really nice. Now, I'm not quite sure. They say it's an Apple II emulator. Is it actually the Apple II computer? I mean, I always thought the Apple II computer was almost like on a par with the Commodore 64, but I'm not quite sure what Apple machine this is emulating, because this doesn't look like an Apple II. If anyone knows what machine this is emulating, then please ping a comment below. This is lovely though. Really smooth movement as well. Oh, bollocks, that was silly. It's getting a bit quick now. You can probably see the mouse cursor moving in the screen here, because if I move it off the window then it doesn't work. Let's go for another shot. That is really nice. Now, wait a minute. I've just noticed something, have you? The only power up that seems to be falling is the D. Yeah, there it goes again. That's all I've had, is D's. Is that some sort of bug, is it? Because, nah, there's definitely something wrong there. I've not seen any other pickup. That's strange. Never seen that before. Unless of course it was an in-app purchase, you've got to purchase other pills. I'm just kidding, although you never know with Apple. Nah, that is definitely only giving me the D, which certainly spoils the game somewhat. I'm guessing that's some sort of bug. I'll need to Google that actually to find out, is there a reason for it? Maybe it's some kind of clever pirate protection, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I've not had anything else other than D's. Let's say, yeah. Strange that. And another D. Oops. Anyway, that is the Apple II. Let's battle on. Right, okay, this is the Atari 800. This was ported by Imagine as well, so I didn't actually realise this came out on Atari 800. and it's pretty smooth, I've got to say. Now, I'm using the joystick here to control it. Actually feels not too bad, although you don't get the precise movement that obviously you get with an analog device. I mean, the graphics are kind of somewhat simplified from other versions. They don't have that kind of bas relief, and the sound is pretty basic. But it's not a bad version. It is Arkanoid. Oh, bloody hell, where's the ball? Oh, you can hardly see the ball there. You can hardly see the baddies either against that horrible green background. I seem to be doing. I was just going to say, I seem to be doing surprisingly well. Famous last words. No, they could certainly pick different colours for the baddies, because you can hardly see them. You can hardly see the ball either. That's slightly unfortunate. Ah, balls. It's quite playable. I mean, it's probably a wee bit slower than other versions, but it's certainly playable enough. Oh, bollocks. Get the extra life and instantly lose it. Nice, sounds minimal. I think that's about the right word to use for it. But all in all, it's not a bad conversion. I mean, you see some of the horror conversions that Atari did seems to get. This isn't bad at all. Nah, bollocks. Anyway, that's not bad. That is the Atari 800. Right, okay, this is the Atari ST. You can see that it was ported by Ocean Software. Interestingly, you can see there at the top, Arkanoid conversion, Peter Johnston. I actually made a comment on one of the sort of retro video game Facebook pages, just saying how much I loved Arkanoid on Atari ST, and that very guy, Peter Johnson, says thank you very much. He says it was myself that programmed it, so there you go. But this is a cracking version. I've got to say, this game, when I had my Commodore 64 and my mate had a, what did he have, an Acorn Electron, he sold his Electron and bought an Atari ST, and the very first game that he showed me on it was this very game, and it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe how amazing, just how, you know, going from like an 8-bit machine, oh get it, quick, right. Yeah, going from an 8-bit machine to something that could produce graphics like that, it just absolutely blew my mind. And using the mouse, it's just a touch of genius, absolutely amazing conversion. There is very little to choose between this and the Amiga. I probably do favour the Amiga slightly more. I think it looks slightly more polished, but my mate who had the Atari ST, he prefers this version, but I think there's really very little to choose between them. Both are stunning conversions. Come on, don't get that one. Don't lose a life. No, don't pick that up. Just don't die. Oh, dearie me. I've got to say, having sort of playing this game again, it's definitely made me want to start playing the game properly. It's a wonderful game. If you've never played Arkanoid, I mean, it goes without saying that, you know, it plays absolutely sublime in MAME, so that is definitely the version to play. But if you've got an Amiga or Atari ST, then go and check it out. It's an excellent game. Or if you're lucky enough and you've got an Apple II, then go and check out that version as well. That appears to be even better. But like I says, if anybody knows what Apple machine that was running on, then let me know, because I'm not convinced it's an Apple II. Come on. Oh dearie me. That were lucky, gov. Quick, get laser. Boom. Hey. Now you can probably tell just the fact that I'm actually lasting a lot longer in this version. That's just down to the fact that it's such a really nice version, and the fact that the control system is just virtually perfect. And I'm about to die here, no doubt. When it starts getting really fast like that, it's almost impossible to not die. That's a lovely metallic sound, that, isn't it? Ah, we don't want that. And we'll get 1,000 points for it anyway. That's completely useless. What you're really wanting in this particular instance is the C, like this. You can hopefully try and line it up. Or you can be completely inept like I am. Like this time. What you want now is a double, or a divide, whatever it's called. Disrupt it's called. Extra life, that'll do it. Thank you very much. Ah, damn it. Here it comes. That was always going to go that way. Last life, I think. Hey! It's a laser here. Nah, bollocks. Anyway, that is the Atari ST, guys. Right, this is the BBC, or Acorn BBC Model B, to give it its full title. Now again, I am using keys here, so it's going to be pretty hairy. Just notice, interestingly, the purple blocks. Why have they gone for a shaded they've gone for a sort of graded colour rather than a solid colour? That's interesting. Bollocks. Yep, using a keyboard is not recommended. I mean, graphically wise and even movement wise, sound wise, it's actually quite nice. Damn it. Right, we need to go for another shot, I think. No, we don't want that. What the hell is that? C, is it? I'm going to pick it up anyway. Don't want that. Ah, bollocks. Well, we can get that if we can. That'll do it. Oh, bloody hell, that's not very big. Sending on to the bishop. What's that? I don't know what that is. Last life, I think. And then we'll crack on to something else. Yep, that is the BBC version. Okay, this was the very first version I ever played of this game. This is the Commodore 64 one. It has got awesome sound. Now you can see there, you can actually play with a Commodore mouse, which I don't have, and I did try it with the mouse earlier on. It didn't seem to work. And rather nicely, it's got a wee animation thing, but I've cleverly just used the picture and put a wee animated spaceship in. So anyway, this has been played with the joystick. Now I can always remember playing this back in the day, and it was as hard as nails with the joystick. Sound is excellent, and graphics are brilliant as well. Super smooth. And it's probably got the slowest slow ball option out of any version. It's ridiculously slow. That's what we want. But I think this version with a mouse would be fantastic. Stick with the enlarged bat at the moment, I think. But if you want to get a good score, then you're better picking up every power pack or power pill or whatever the hell they call it, because as I say, you get 1,000 points. It's getting quicker now. Ah, damn it. It's one of these games you can be playing for ages with one life, and you can lose 3 or 4 in the blink of an eye. Do we pick it up? Ah hell, why not? And it instantly goes quick, and I instantly lose everything. Right, last life. Anyway, that's the rather nice C64 one. Right, okay guys, this is the MSX 1 allegedly version. Now, how do we start? Now, I've actually got this working with the mouse, believe it or not, so it should hopefully play quite nice. Ah, there we go. Now, is it me, or are there no letters written on these power pill things? Sound is virtually arcade perfect, I would say. I was actually expecting quite poor things from this, because the MSX1 tends to replicate the Spectrum. I think it's got the same chipset. But this is actually pretty nice. That'll do me. Whoops, oh, bollocks. Now, the reason it's moving there is because to use the mouse with an emulator, you can actually... I've actually got the Windows mouse cursor just below the screen it's recording, and I accidentally clicked on the window, which is why the whole window moved there for a second. So you weren't imagining things, the screen did actually move. But I mean, the sound is absolutely spot on. You know, it's not got the fancy kind of bas relief graphics, the sort of shininess, but it's a very, very playable game of Breakout. Oh, it's getting fast now. And again, it's quite hard to see the wee baddies against, what is that going to be? See, it doesn't actually have any letters on it, that's the only thing. Yeah, the wee baddies are quite hard to see against the kind of green backdrop. That was the same as the, what was the other version I looked at? Can't remember. But it's amazing the difference it makes playing this game with an analog controller. You know, specifically something like a mouse or a paddle. But I'll need to dig out my Atari 2600 paddles and see if they work. I've got a wee adapter thing that allows me to plug in like an Atari joystick into a PC through USB, so I'll need to give that a try. Get the laser. That'll do. Don't die. Ah, bollocks. Ah, damn it, that was going to hit it as well. Hey! That looks really nice. I mean, that particular screenshot does look good. Ah, damn it. Anyway, that is the MSX one. Right, this is the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System one. Sound wise, it sounds really nice. Now again, you can probably see the mouse cursor, the mouse pointer moving. That's because I've got this configured to, it's called an Arkanoid controller of all things, and it seems to use the mouse, allows the mouse to be used, which is really nice. So just ignore the Windows mouse pointer moving all over the place, but I've got to keep it on the screen. If I move it off the screen, the paddle stops working. I wasn't even aware you could get a sort of mouse type controller for the NES. But again, this is excellent. It's not quite got the polish of the 16-bit versions. It's got good sound, but you know what, it's playing a great version of Arkanoid. Come on! Sometimes you don't want to go in too slow because then it takes forever to actually play the game. Yep, get that. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, damn it. The old Risk Reward. Oh, get it. Okay, right, sorry about the NES one. Something actually crashed when I was recording it, hence the reason it stopped rather abruptly. This is the PC version for DOS. You can probably tell by the rather pants sound. Now again, this uses the mouse. Now interestingly, you'll probably notice something different about this version. It doesn't have a kind of shaded background, it's just opted for the black background, which certainly makes, oh get that, nice. It certainly makes it easier to see, although it's probably not quite as authentic as the original. The colours aren't quite as vibrant as other versions. They're quite kind of dull pastel-y type colours, but I'm just being Mr. Picky, that'll do me. Ah, now wait a minute. They've gone arse for elbow with this. Normally the bricks that you have to destroy in this level are on the right hand side, but they've gone for the left hand side for some strange reason. Oh, that'll do me. You don't normally get that many of these B power pills. Okay, right, let's go. Right, let's go for one more quick shot. Mamemeister, I'll do it. But control wise, this is excellent. Absolutely no complaints at all. It's one of these games though, when the ball is bouncing really fast and it starts hitting some of the bricks nearest to you, it's virtually impossible unless you've got absolutely ninja reactions, which I don't have. It's virtually impossible. That'll do me. Ah, damn it. Oh, there we go. Don't lose it this time. Right, concentrate and hit it. Right, don't die. Quick. Shoot them. Yay! Ah, bollocks. Right, anyway, that is the PC version released on DOS. Let's crack on and take a look at the very, very last version. Right, okay, this is the very last version we're going to look at. This is the ZX Spectrum one. Now it's kind of favoured the monochrome look, which is no surprise. Oh, it's actually in full colour. There we go. Right now, this is being controlled, or it was being controlled using a joystick. So how I'm going to get on is anyone's guess. Damn it. Now see there, they've kind of gone for some sort of graduated kind of background. Or is that just the way it looks in this monitor? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I really need to stop talking and try and concentrate because I'm doing absolutely pish. Ah, damn it. Try not to lose a laser there and end up missing the bloody ball. Right, get that and that'll do it. Nah, bollocks. Right, come on, how do we start again? Right. Yep, using a joystick is not a good idea. Now you can actually get a mouse. One of my mates has actually got a mouse for his Spectrum. That's what you really need for a game like this. The only problem is it's probably only one game. Oh no, maybe not. You've got Operation Wolf, which will use it as well, I think. Ah, damn it. You see how the wee grey blocks when you hit them for the first time, they've got that wee kind of reflection thing going on, so that's quite nice. I mean, they could easily have chickened out and gone for a complete monochrome version, which they tend to do in the Spectrum, but no, they've actually wanted to try and stick and keep the colours, which is nice. Oh, not a good idea. You're actually better not having the double divide, whatever the hell it's called, because as long as you've got more than one ball on the screen, it means that you can never get another pickup. Damn it. This is going to be a chore and a half, I think. It certainly is. Last life, no chance. Not with all these bad guys milling about. Basically the movement's pretty good though, apart from my movement. Anyway, that's enough of that. That is the ZX Spectrum one, guys. So anyway, that is it. That is the last version I'm going to look at. I've got to say there was no bad version at all. I mean, what did we have? We had the PC one, that was fine, it played nice with the mouse. We had the Spectrum one, obviously really nice again, quite minimal sound obviously, but that's to be expected with the Spectrum. NES version, that played really nice with using the mouse. So yep, quite surprised at that. The MSX one was really nice, quite pleasantly surprised. That had almost arcade perfect sound. C64, it's an astonishing version. I think if you were playing that with the mouse, you'd been for a treat. That was really nice, amazing sound. and the graphics looked absolutely top notch as well, but playing these with joystick isn't recommended. BBC one, that was absolutely fine. Again, you know, I didn't expect much from the BBC one, but it turned out to be an excellent conversion. The Atari 800 one, it was fine, probably could have been better, but you know what, to even get a version on Atari was probably you know, Atari owners are doing well to even get a version of their machine. Amstrad one was absolutely fine as well, no complaints there. But I've got to say in third place, now it's a close call between third and second, I am going to put the Atari ST one in third place. A stunning conversion, plays beautifully with the mouse. That was when I played back in the day, really nice, but slightly edging it just because it looks slightly more polished, and that is the Commodore Amiga one. You know, there's really none between the two versions. Both Atari ST and Commodore Amiga ones, I would say, are almost arcade perfect, and you play beautifully with the mouse. That is the big difference, the controls. But the one which I'd never even heard of until I made this video, never played it before, is the one that is on the Apple II. Now, like I says, I'm not convinced, although that it's an Apple II emulator, I'm not convinced that was running on an Apple II machine. I reckon it was probably some fancier machine. If you know what one it was, please put the comment below. But yeah, absolutely spectacular version, sound was awesome, graphics were amazing, and to me that was the best one. But like I said, there was no poor version at all. That is it guys, that is another Arcade Perfect My Arse. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. If there's any particular game you want to see featured in this, put your comments below. But to finish off guys, thanks very much for watching.